A student waits after the bell rings. They step up to your desk and whisper, "Can I tell you a secret?" Your response in these first 30 seconds determines whether a student facing harassment, abuse, or self-harm actually reaches the professional help they need. To protect the student and preserve the facts, you need a predictable framework. We call it the LRDR protocol: listen, reassure, document, and report. Before a crisis occurs, ensure you can identify your designated child protection officer and locate the official reporting forms. Relying on a fixed protocol replaces the instinct to panic with a methodical path towards student protection. Step 1 is to listen. When a student begins to speak, stop your current tasks, put away distractions, and offer your undivided attention. Allow the student to explain the situation in their own words. Maintain a neutral expression and avoid interrupting the narrative, even if the details are distressing. It is tempting to begin investigating by asking questions like, "Why did you do that?" or "Why didn't you tell me sooner?" These questions force a student into a defensive posture. Crucially, asking leading questions legally taints the formal investigation that must follow. During a disclosure, an educator's role is strictly to act as a secure receptor for information, not a forensic interviewer. Once the student has spoken, you must reassure them. Many educators instinctively promise complete secrecy to comfort the student and build rapport. Promising complete secrecy is a commitment you cannot legally keep. A false promise of secrecy prevents the student from receiving professional intervention. Use phrasing that validates their decision to speak while setting clear boundaries. Try, "You did the right thing by telling me. I will respect your privacy, but I may need to share this with the people who can help keep you safe." Maintaining this boundary is a specific mechanism that allows the school to activate formal safety protocols. Reassurance requires offering a realistic path toward safety, only possible when the appropriate authorities are involved. Step 3 is documentation. As soon as the student leaves, record the details while your memory is fresh. Every incident report must include 4 specific data points: the date, the time, the location, and the student's exact words. Accuracy depends on separating your emotional interpretation of the event from the observable realities. Writing, "John was upset because he's being bullied online," is an assumption. This lacks the objective detail required for an investigation. Instead, record the facts. At 3:15 p.m. in room 102, John was crying and stated, "Mark sent me a threatening message." You must never attempt to conduct your own investigation by searching student devices or confronting those accused of misconduct. Objective, limited documentation protects you from liability while providing the evidence professional investigators need to take action. The final step is to report. Transfer your objective record immediately to the designated school safeguarding authority. Delivering the report concludes your active participation in the incident management process. There is a critical exception for situations involving an immediate risk of physical harm or a live emergency. If the student is in imminent danger, bypass the standard reporting chain and trigger the school's high-tier emergency protocols immediately. Transferring the report activates the institutional resources the student needs to move toward a resolution. Once the handoff is complete, the responsibility for the student's safety shifts from you to the school's specialized support network. When a student discloses a concern, remember the protocol. Listen calmly, reassure safely, document objectively, and report immediately. This structured approach protects individual students, maintains the legal integrity of school records, and fosters a culture of professional trust. A calm, methodical response today ensures a safer and more resilient school community tomorrow.